It's time for the mukbang for Cascabel. And we're gonna eat these nachos before these, tortilla chips get soggy. But like I was saying in the video, coming home, I don't like it when you have supervisors or co-workers tell your business to where the whole office knows. There was a young lady who was on the elevator this morning at work, and I guess she was talking to her dad. And I guess he wanted to talk later. And she was like, no. Whatever it was, she wanted to talk about it right then and there. Because she said, later on, whenever it is he gets up and wants to talk, she said that people are around her desk at that time. And she works on a different floor than on the floor I'm on, so it's not like I would have been in her business anyway. So I understand her sentiments on that. You usually try to talk to people in private, not at your desk, because if her desk is anything like mine, it's a cubicle. So you have other people around you that are hearing your business. And you might not want people in your business. I know I don't at work. I'm more or less like when Will Smith told Ashley if she got in a fight, mind your business, right? Mind your business, mind your business. That's how I be feeling. Mind your business. Move around, walk around, stay out of my business. Don't come talk to me about nothing. I don't give a damn what you overheard me talking about on the phone. I'm not sharing like that at work. When I first got to work, working there 10 years ago, yeah, it was a more friendly environment. It was, a lot more older people there than it was younger than what we have now. And it was more of a friendly, calming, inviting environment. Baby, buns, when I tell you, within 2 years, that whole atmosphere changed. Changed completely. The new people that we were hiring, that were coming in or wasn't staying long and leaving and all that. All that, acting like you in kindergarten, on the playground, middle school, high school. All that he say, she say, you got to be in other folks' business. Like your day ain't made if you ain't got nothing to talk about, like it's the young and the restless or something. I told my mom and my family, I've never been in that type of environment when it comes to work. I've always been to where you go to work, you do your job, do what you got to do. Chit-chat to people here and there, you're nice and calm and whatever. Then you go home, you share things or whatever. I said, but that back and forth, that circus, that chaos, that kiddie playground, all that rah-rah and Dungeons and Dragons, gotta have attitude up the wazoo. I need a co-signer when I talk. I need a crew and all that. I need people to back me up. I'm looking for attention the whole time I'm at work and all that. I was like, I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Why you can't sustain being by yourself? Like, I'm fine by myself. Either I can help you or I don't help you at work, and I'm just fine. I don't give a shit if you like me or not. And I'm just fine. You got people there like, well, she don't ever speak to us. Who gives a damn? That's going to make or break your day? You really care like that? Is that really stopping you from doing your job? Because somebody didn't speak to you? I understand like common courtesy and everything. When I come in the building, I come on my floor, I say, hey. When I come on my floor, I say, hey, y'all. That means whoever's on the floor and whoever's in sight. I'm not going from person to person. Tell me, hey, how you doing? No. No. And people at work know this. Like, I don't like everybody. I don't care for everybody. And the reason that is normally on how they act. Like, I learned this from the phone company. Miss Mary. Love her to death. When I worked at the phone company, when I first got there, I stayed over in the area with people who looked like me. Just black folks, basically. People who look like me. And I consider myself relatable to, right? And Miss Mary came to me one day. And she said, do you want to keep your job? I said, yes, ma'am. She said, if you want to keep your job, I advise you to move from where you're sitting at. Because you keep sitting over there, you're going to find yourself bundled up in some mess that probably ain't got nothing to do with you. Or just your name will be thrown in it because you sit over there where those folks are. Where they start, start messing stuff. I told her, well, I wasn't aware of that. Because we all sit there and talk about the customers. I used to do information. But I wouldn't be rude like some of them would be to the customers on information. And that's why Miss Mary said what she said to me. So, once she said that to me, I packed myself up. And I chose a different desk on the other side of the floor. Because I wanted to keep my job. So when I go to work now, like I said, after that 2 years of, and how the climate changed, the environment changed, and the people who were there changed, and the older people that were there that I used to work with were retiring. So, what I came in knowing, and the people I came in knowing, were leaving. So with the new people that were coming in, and all that disturbing attitude on 10, all day, every day, I got to be part of the Young and Restless. I got to know what's going on. Being your business, her business, they his business, and they business, and everybody's business. And I just got to be able to talk about something. People at work, and I tell people this now. If they ask you something about yourself, they're not asking because they're curious, baby. They ain't asking out of concern. They're asking because they know you. They're asking because they want to have something to talk about. about your business. They're going to talk about your business, their business, and everybody else's business. But they're only asking because they want something to talk about. And I had to learn that the hard way because I came in with a trusting mode with people. And that just really changed my perspective because I never worked in that type of environment. Being like that. And I just didn't want to be around that. So that's what I mean by I don't like everybody. That doesn't stop me from doing my job. That doesn't stop me from helping you at work. I still do what I have to do. I still help you. No matter if I like you or not. Because some people don't. Sorry. Keep seeing something flying. Some people don't know how to separate personal and business. At work is business. So, despite how I feel that you do things business-wise at work, if it pertains to me doing my job, I'm going to do it. If that means I got to help you, I just got to go and do it. Because that makes my division and my shift run well. Me walking around with a grudging attitude does not help my shift or my division. So how I feel about how you are personally, I can affect me professionally. And like I said, at work, people don't know how to separate personal from business. They don't. They'll run it all together. So you can come to them trying to explain something to them to help them. And baby, they go all off in left field, upset and they feeling and everything else. And you're like, what's wrong with you? Only thing we're trying to explain to you is a better way to do what you're doing. You trying to embarrass me, you trying to put me on. I'm like, oh my gosh. Are you serious? I'm like, this is not my cup of tea. So, I say that to say that I had to tell him that I didn't repeat his business. Because if somebody else would have came to him repeating his business when he come back to work, I don't need him looking in my direction. Like I told folks stuff. No. Now I'm telling y'all. But, no. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm getting full. And I still got about half of the box of nachos to go. And it ain't gonna happen. Between the lemonade, eating the nacho, and the 3, snack chips that I ate on, I think I'm about to call it quits, honey. Yeah. I'm gonna have to. And yes, I ate them with my hands. I ain't got time for y'all. What did I do? Oh, it's in the bag. Okay, well. That goddamn cat. I don't know who's... I kid you not. I don't know where that cat be at. What's going on with the cat. As long as they ain't on the walkway when I'm walking, get out the car. Okay, it's still walking. Because I don't have time while I'm walking. Trying to go to my house. And that cat be sitting there hissing and stuff. Like it did, like was a month or so, maybe 2 months ago. It was hissing. Like, it was upset. And then, you know, I had to shoo it off my porch. And it was looking at me like, I done did something wrong to it. This hibiscus is so good, y'all. So, I'm just gonna finish up this tea. Lemonade. I think it's a tea. And call it a day, y'all. I'm through. I'm not eating nothing else. Nothing else. I forgot to ask them, their queso, is it made out of tofu? Or made with tofu, I should say. Or not. I think it is. I think it is. That's the end of it. Where's my wipes at? Hold on. Wet ones. Sit there and get my hands clean with the wet ones. Make sure they're all clean. And get my face a little bit. Make sure that that's clean. Okay. Alright, y'all. Remember, if you can remember, be respectful as possible as you can for the day. Get home safe and sound in one piece. No hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, or misunderstanding. Okay, some pest control people. I don't know where they're going. No misunderstandings. Like I said, no hassle, fuss, trouble, problems, and no misunderstandings. No meet and greets. Yeah. And I appreciate y'all joining me. So I'm going to the house and edit where I have to. And put these videos up and go from there. So I will talk to you guys, you know, in the AM if the Lord is willing to say so. Okay. All right. Talk to you later out.